Hey man, so we're starting a new series today, and I'm introducing it under the Militia heading, but going forward, it'll have its own heading. I'm also doing something new today. I combed my hair. Can you see that? I don't like to do it too often, but every once in a while I'll change stuff up just to keep y'all on your toes. We're starting with small unit tactics. A few things before we get going. First off, am I qualified to teach small unit tactics? No. But the problem is, the other thing is, it freaks everyone out. Because now we're sort of talking about stuff that's like, there's only one reason to talk about small unit tactics. By the way, I am fully expecting to get banned from YouTube. I'm kind of looking at it as a badge of honor now. I have not started a Rumble channel yet, but if we get banned from YouTube, I've actually started a channel. I just haven't uploaded anything to Rumble yet. When we get banned from YouTube, because not if, I think it's when, we'll be going to Rumble. And I should start doing Rumble now. But the couple of times I've tried to upload anything there, I couldn't figure out how to get it to upload. So, I don't know. Anyway, I shouldn't try to be doing this right now. Small unit tactics. All right. Any of you who know me know that my background is Marine Corps. I was in the infantry, but my MOS was not... I was not a standard rifleman in the Marine Corps. All the infantry MOSs fall under the 03 heading. In the Marine Corps, all your jobs, or your MOSs are called military occupational specialties, your jobs. Now I have a 4-digit code, and they're broken up into main groupings. And all the 0300, 0300 is basic infantry. Well, I'm sorry, no, it's not it's the totality of the infantry MOSs. So, and then inside that, the second 2 digits will indicate your specialty. So 0311 is the classic rifleman, the what you think of when you think of as an infantryman. 03, I won't remember them all. I think 0326 is either recon or staff, so infantry staff sergeant. I can't remember. 0331 was a heavy machine gunner. I think 0341 was a mortarman. 0351, which our esteemed Reed Hendricks was a dragon gunner. It was a type of anti-tank rocket, shoulder-fired rocket. When I was in, it was called the Dragon. I think when he was in, it's something Javelin. I think it's the Javelin that he fired. And there was 0352, and I was 0352. Infantry MOS, we go to the infantry, the basic infantry training school for the first half, and then we split off and kind of did our own little thing. And we were sort of they would call us 03 Motor T sometimes, because we were infantry, obviously, but because our missile system was so big, we always had trucks. So we did very, very little humping, and we did very, very small amounts of patrolling and small unit tactic type stuff. Now, I did a little bit more than most 0352s, because I spent some time with a scout reconnaissance platoon for 2nd Tank Battalion, and so we had a slightly more infantry style to what we did. But even so, I wasn't a rifleman by any stretch. Well, every Marine's a rifleman. I wasn't an 0311, and most of you, that's inside baseball, and I just wasted 3 minutes explaining something to you that doesn't necessarily matter. I'm just, full disclosure, I'm not an expert in this stuff by any stretch of the imagination. I'm talking about it because very few people else are. Woodline Tracking is, if you want to check out Ken's channel over at Woodline Tracking, he actually does, he's the only other one I know who really talks about this kind of stuff. And I will probably be borrowing heavily from him as I go forward. But what we're talking about with small unit tactics, and we're going to call it SMUT going forward. It's going to be SM period U period T period. We're going to make it an acronym, try to throw them off as much as we can. So it's going to be SMUT. So it's going to be capital S, little m period, capital U period, capital T period. Small unit tactics. And what we're going to be talking about is fire team and squad level type stuff. Because most of us don't even have a fire team. I kind of have a little bit of a fire team. Y'all know Jeff. Jeff doesn't like the militia stuff. Well, he doesn't like the name militia. We won't go into, maybe him and I will talk about it. If we do a live stream this weekend, maybe we'll talk about it. But even so, even if you don't like the M word, militia, and you think it skylines you too much, you still need to know the tactics. Regular preppers and every mag should know this stuff. Sorry, I'm supposed to be lighting a fire for dinner. So We're talking about fire teams, which again, everything I take will be coming out of this book. For me, in the Marine Corps, is 4-man fire teams. I believe the Army uses 6-man fire teams, but then they also break those down into battle buddy types. I don't know, it's a little French if you ask me, but Army. There's some more inside baseball for you. So 4-man teams, and then for Marine Corps, a squad is 3 4-man teams plus a squad leader, and then usually they would have a corpsman, what many people think of as a medic. In the Marine Corps, we call them corpsmen. A corpsman attached, and sometimes a radio operator, and then you could have some heavy guns attached at some point. But usually, you're dealing with fire team and squad, and that's the small unit tactics. And then after that, you have 3 squads and a platoon, and at that point, you're not at small units anymore. Now your platoon is the next step up, and that's 3 squads plus a squad leader, plus a platoon sergeant and a platoon commander. So that's 13 times 3 is 39. That's 41 Marines. And then I think at the platoon level, you'd actually do have a heavy weapons squad attached. So then it gets even higher. Anyway, all that neither here nor there. But that's the stuff we're going to be talking about. Small unit tactics, 4-man teams and 12-man squads. Now, if you've got 6 men, then, scale up. Or if you've got 3 men, scale down. I'm not sure exactly how much we're going to demonstrate all this. I thought about maybe we'll do with Legos. With small unit tactics, maybe we'll use the smallest unit we can. Maybe we show this with Legos. I don't know. We're going to try to not get banned. I just don't think we can avoid getting banned. All right, so some things we're going to go over. So fire team maneuvers, or fire team, there's these different formations you use when you're in a fire team. There's the wedge or the diamond, and then there's like defilade, silly French word, left, and defilade. So it's not defilade, but it's some kind of weird left, weird right. There's admin moves. There's different types of patrols and formations you use, and then there's different skills you need in your fire team. I meant to bring out the BOF rifle. The BOF rifle, which we will have a video on the BOF rifle coming soon, I promise you. I just have in my mind what I want, and I'm having a hard time setting it up. But this is what the BOF rifle was envisioned for, these small unit tactics at a militia level in a National Firearms Act world, because the fire team is built around 2 things really, but the primary thing is built around is the SAW, the squad automatic weapon. A little belt-fed machine gun, shoots 5.56. Y'all seen it. You know what it is. You've seen it in video games. You've seen it in movies. And that SAW acts as a base of fire, and the rest of the fire team maneuvers around that base of fire. So our BOF rifle is to provide that base of fire. That's why I came up with the name. The original name was volume of fire, but then I realized you could use the DMR aspects of it just as well for a base of fire. That's the whole point of it, is to provide a base of fire for small unit maneuver. In my case, just because of where I come from, 4-man team. So we're going to be talking about how some of those maneuvers look, bounding, overwatch. Some of the simple stuff. I know you guys have been in the any of you veterans, Dean and all you guys. This is all going to be like, why are you talking about this simple, stupid stuff? Part of it is because I'm a tow gunner, and so the simple, stupid stuff is really all I know. Outside, if you want to know how to take out tanks, now that's a different thing. I'm pretty good at that. At least, state of the art 25 years ago for taking out tanks. God knows what's happened in the field since then. But the difference between cover, the difference between concealment. We'll talk a little bit about camouflage. I struggle with the guys with the bushes pushed on all their stuff. They blend right in with all the other moving bushes. You get a little bush running across it. We'll talk about danger zones. Anyway, you see a guy, a bush runner, you're not going to say, look at that. It's just, that's a bush running. That's amazing. Oh my God, it shot me. Oh, you're going to shoot the running bush. It's not camouflage. It doesn't work. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so we'll talk about, so the base of fire. We'll talk about, here. We're already at 10 minutes. I haven't even said anything. This is an older book, by the way, so it might not be current, but it's going to still be effective. All right, we're going to talk about the technique of fire. Range estimation, one of the most overlooked skills, period. Just all this stuff. We're going to go through all this, and we're going to go as far as we can. Target description, radio etiquette, just all the things you would need. Maybe not all the things, but many of the basic things you'd need to operate in a small unit under stress. And it's kind of where we're headed, right? This is something we need to be knowing about. So these videos are going to be much less talking head, much more sort of demonstrative. Hopefully we'll have sand tables. We'll talk about sand tables. Examples and all this stuff, and we'll start delving into some of these small unit tactics that we're going to need to defend our freedoms. Well, faith, family, freedoms. And I hate putting family in front of freedoms, but I guess you kind of have to, because they all kind of go hand in. Faith has to come first, but family and freedoms go hand in hand, and it's hard to separate out which one's more important. Oh, you can see where I got to replace my fascia up there. Don't look at that. You just ignore that. It's the same way on the other side too. Actually, I'm doing the whole roof. I don't want to know about that. So stay tuned for SMUT. Now, I don't do anything fast, so y'all know this thing is going to trickle out a little bit at a time, but that's what's coming up, the small unit tactics for the militia. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.